and gentlemen, welcome back. It is of course Like Crypto here, and you're watching the monthly Airdrops forecast for October 2025. Now, a lot of the things that I've been discussing in the previous episodes really have come into fruition, including my prediction that August and September would be very packed months in terms of Airdrops. In September, we got Aventis, we got Live Art, we got CyberKongs, we had Aster, we had Big Drop from Linea finally, we had Lombard, we had Resolve, we had OG, and a couple of Kaido drops even on top of that. So there were a lot of things that actually took place during September. August ended up being a bit more smaller one than I initially expected, and a lot of these projects have indeed delayed their actual drops. So we're going to be seeing a lot of drops actually also taking place during October and also in November. And we're seeing a lot of these projects that have been around for a multitude of months and years that are finally like getting into their TGE phase, which I will talk about in a second. But before that, word from the sponsor of this video, the BTCC exchange. We talked about this on the previous video as well. And they currently have a new referral challenge. And so you just need to register to the exchange and start inviting people, and you will be competing for 178K in USDT. And it's a pretty good opportunity given that the BTCC exchange is a bit more newer exchange and it doesn't have as many users like Coinbase, Binance, or KuCoin, for example. So a lot of your friends probably do not have an account here. So you do actually have an opportunity to make some bonus money in case you are interested. But obviously BTCC exchange does have a lot of things to offer, you know, earning potential, staking, futures, and all types of spot trading for popular coins that you might be using on a daily basis. But check it out in the actual description down below. Now, going back into the tier list, which we have been featuring in basically all of these episodes, a couple of entries have been removed, and I also did remove Karak and Symbiosis from B tier and move them into C tier. Right now, there's a new radical change and move in the meta of airdrops. So number one is that a lot of people are now thinking that airdrops are back. So that's one thing that is changing. And the other thing is now it's all about derivatives and perp exchanges. Aster airdrop, I don't remember what was the average. I think it ended up being like one of the strongest of the whole year. So everybody is super focused on Hyperliquid Season 2 and a couple of other ones which we are going to be talking about today. Now, perps are really risky. I always talked about that. I've always talked about the realism of, you know, how hard is it to trade on them. Luckily, there's a lot of things that you can do, like provide liquidity in, which is much better than farming some type of a useless lending protocol or something like that. So providing a $500 even on some of these perp dexes might be giving you a sizable airdrop contrasted to the effort that you're going to be putting in. And you can always wash trade on these. You don't necessarily need to make gains and money. You can just wash trade volume, get 10K, get 100K, and you're definitely going to be eligible for something. So a couple of updates here. So OpenSea obviously is we're going to be talking about that in a second. So they are going to be having some type of announcement this month, which luckily seems to be TGE. They also have this Optimism Arbitrum rewards thing, which they're going to be giving a lot of NFTs. So people who have been farming the voyage stuff. Metera is also going to be happening on, I think it's 28th. Anyways, this month. So that's also another one that's going to be happening. And then we also have updates from Rainbow. So Rainbow also has been talking about TGE very soon. MetaMask is also probably going to be happening this month or the next month. So wallets are very getting active right now, and Rabby too. But there's some shit talking between MetaMask and Rabby that maybe if you get the MetaMask airdrop, you're not going to be getting Rabby and vice versa. So some gay shit going on with there. I also do want to put up a feature into this application known as the airdropsmanager.com. These are a platform where you can basically get an actual portfolio where you can track your airdrops and your farming. And there's a lot of all types of different tools here. There's a catalogs about multitude of different airdrops. And there are obviously similar services which we have featured in previous videos. But what I like about this whole service is that it's quite affordable, contrasted to all those other services which are charging you like $12 a month. So basically, you can claim a lot of the drops from here. It is only supporting EVMs right now, so that's something I want to say. And it's also in English and Portuguese right now, so there's a limited language support for those people who are maybe not so language savvy, I guess. And obviously, we are losing drops. There sometimes you forgot to submit things. I lost $1,000 airdrop because I hadn't submitted my wallet into a Discord. So I was going to make $1,000, or actually more than that, from the Avantis airdrop if I had actually submitted things. So you got to be really careful about and up to date with latest updates, news, and things. And you can miss a lot of these things. I missed two big ones so far. Bless was another one. So these are pretty good services to keep you track on what is going on. And there's an NFT that you can buy. It's currently 0.01 ETH, and that is going to give you lifetime access. That is on base, and it can be bought on Magic Eden. So in case you don't want to pay on subscription, you can go with that. And the subscription is only $12 for 12 months. All these other services are basically asking you like $11 to $15 a month per address. So this is coming with priority support, updated airdrops catalog, smart notifications, analytics and earnings report, airdrop organization, and professional dashboards. So a lot of features that come in. So in case you're interested in stuff like that, so you can sign up under me, and obviously we'll get affiliate fee on that one. Not too much, but it's something to buy me a tea or something. So in case you're looking for something to manage your farming, good service to go for, which is very affordable. Now, it doesn't maybe have as many entries. At least it didn't show me like some of the older ones on my dashboard, but I have to kind of experiment on it, and maybe I will do a full review later. Now, just going back into some of the news before we go into the actual list. So MetaMask airdrop is coming soon. And we don't really know what are going to be criteria. It's going to be the Foxy NFTs on Linea, and those are right now like very, very cheap right now. And I would just honestly just buy one of them. Like I think they're $11 or something. And then obviously we do have the swapping and bridging under the MetaMask wallet. Those are going to be other criterias also. So and this could be bigger than Linea in theory, but I think a lot of people don't want to use MetaMask anymore. And after this airdrop, I probably will be fully uninstalling it. But yeah, so let's kind of look into okay. We have already spent 8 minutes here, but let's talk about the drops that are going on right now. So first of all is the OpenSea voyage thing, and they have this chest system. So more you trade, more you pay in fees, more you're going to be leveling up your chest. I think there's a chart actually how much you're going to be. I think you have to pay $75 in fees to get into titanium or something like that. My personal goal is to get into this tier, so polychromium or cobalt, but you actually have to do a lot of trading, a lot of flipping, and that's not very easy, especially because NFTs are very fluctuating, and you're going to be losing money more likely than you're going to be making money. So if you have like a lot of ETH and you're going to be buying the floor of a certain NFT collection and try to flip them, well, that's going to be working probably, but honestly, it's pretty hard. But these are not counting into the actual OpenSea airdrop the way I've understood. So these are going to be giving you OP and Arbitrum rewards, plus you have a chance to actually open a chest and get an NFT. And there's like, you could get a Bored Ape, a Bungee Penguin. So that's pretty crazy. So this could be really worthwhile doing. And the cost of like doing this is not actually that high. So it's not too late to jump into this and start farming because it's volume based. And there are these quests that you can do. Right now, I apparently have a new one here. So these are going to be giving you experience. And well, I'm just saying that it's pretty, I would recommend doing this. I'm just saying that that's my, especially if you have some good signals or good alpha on some, NFT collections. And then we have now this whole derivatives craze. Everybody's farming derivatives right now, and that's going to be where the millions, the thousands, the hundreds of thousands are going to be made. So the first one is called Based 1. And this is on Hyperliquid. So basically using Hyperliquid. So in case you already have a Hyperliquid account, you should sign under this one. And this kind of gets you 3 different points. It gets you base points. And then you get also, you are going to be getting points on, there was another one airdrop that was basically already given out for people who were trading on the platform. There's going to be more of them. And there's also, well, there was another one here called the Pup. So basically, you have opportunity to get multiple airdrops by using base 1. You're going to be contributing into a Hyperliquid airdrop, your base 1 airdrop, and obviously some of these projects that are going on. So in terms of like multi-farming projects, this is on the pretty high end, guys. Just saying. Then we have Aster, which I kind of missed on. A lot of people missed on. It was a bit of a like wild card hidden, but I think a lot of people made significant amount of money from it. And the way I understood that there is a season 2 going on right now, so it's not too late to start farming this one. So they initially gave 80.80%, and now there's going to be a new season currently ongoing for the second season, to stage 2. So once again, you can join my team, so you're going to be getting points from the people who are part of this team. So we're going to be like having experience together and all that cool stuff. So you're going to be benefiting joining under me, because there's going to be a lot of other people that are going to be joining under, and this is likely going to be a pretty good one too. Obviously, there was some type of vesting period for this, and I think they just made an announcement today about it. But once again, another very high quality perp decks. And I believe when it came to Aster and base 1, there is a ability, I believe, in some of these to just provide the liquidity into the vaults. So you can just like give money to the vaults, provide into the vault, and you're just going to be getting points through that way as well. So you don't need to trade. But vaults are not going to be as good probably in terms of like, the APR is pretty good on it. So another one that you can, like here I have $171 and I've earned $38 from it so far. So it's been pretty good. Then we have LITE. This is also pretty popular. This is going to be absolute cook. And it's pretty hard. You need an actual invite to get into here. So by the time you're watching this video, I might have an actual invite on the description for this, but I may not. But you can go into our Discord and Telegram, and maybe some of them will have an actual invite for you. But the people have been trading out the actual points to they've been in the third party market, they have been selling the points, and the points are going for crazy prices. So this might be another big cook altogether. And yeah, so another one you should pay attention to. Then we have Pacifissa, another one, which is a perp dex, and another basically the same rules. There's referral system. They also have some type of a agent thing going on here. So I think this can trade for you or something. I haven't tried it out myself. I have to really get into the perp trading experience and like start trading a lot, because I don't want to miss out on these drops. You remember that Hyperliquid, some of the big users were making $1 million or something. So people got to be really smart about not actually missing out on these. Then we have Hibachi. Let me refresh this. This doesn't need to be open. We have Hibachi Trade, which is another platform. They had they're currently in beta, so people are pretty early here. So there was a one phase already pre-season, so to speak. So you still have time to basically jump in here. Then we have Ostium, another perp dex. So once again, there are a lot of these, but I'm showcasing you all of them because I don't want you guys to miss on these, because you can use the same signals to trade on all the platforms. You can put $50 on each, and then just have the same stop loss systems, and you're going to be getting points on all of them. So this is not a one that is pretty this seems to be a bit more further away, apparently. I don't know, this is week 27, so I don't know how long this whole thing is going to be going for. But once again, another one you can do. And then we have a very big popular one, which actually gets you other airdrops when you trade on this platform, and that is Backpack. Now, Backpack, obviously, they acquired FTX Europe, And this is actually the exchange by Madlats, which is the most premium #1 NFT collection on Solana. I do have a Madlat, and then I'm staking my Madlat. And the Madlats are definitely going to be getting the backpack airdrop, but also the people who are going to be trading on this platform and lending also. So I started lending today on the platform. They give you a pretty decent APYs on Solana and also on USDC. So I'm going to be lending a bit here, and then I'm also going to be starting to trade here, because people who actually trade here are going to be getting different levels of airdrop. There already been a couple of airdrops distributed to backpack traders already. I don't remember which ones, but they were pretty decent and pretty good ones. So another one would I definitely not sleep on, guys. So this is another very premium one. And then very lastly, we have the final perp dex here, and that is called Paradex. I think it's another one that has an experience system currently going on here. And another one that has been around, I don't know how long. You know, I did today, like, really took a bit of a deep dive looking into all of these options which are going on right now. So that's all the perp dexes, guys. Okay. So let's go into some of the other things. Now, we obviously have the Rainbow Wallet. And Rainbow Wallet, you can accumulate points by, well, signing on to my referral link, just doing swaps. The swaps are cheaper to do in this platform than they are on MetaMask. They took smaller fees. It supports, like most of the big chains, Arbitrum, Polygon, Optimism. I don't know if they support customs. It's been kind of a while since I've used Rainbow, but it's also going to be a decentish, drop. I think Rainbow's wallet is actually pretty good though. So it's like my second option after Ravi, perhaps, and OKX. Then lastly, we have Immutable. We have talked about this on multiple months. They have a lot of campaigns going on here in terms of rewards. Play games, get gems, and gems will give you IMX rewards. And you can basically claim also daily points from the platform. #1 person got $464. And this is not very competitive. There are not really that many people playing these things. And every week they're going to be giving out money. So this is a weekly reward that people are getting. So now some of them there seem to be more, but yeah, there's many weeks here and they're just giving out a lot of money. And also by playing those games, you might get rewards on NFTs and airdrops on those as well. So double the wins, so to speak. So that basically wraps up this month. It's very derivatives focused, because that's what you should be doing, guys. Aside from a lot of the other things we have talked about, like ink, Sonium, we have Hyperliquid, obviously. But you just want to do derivatives right now. That's the meta, and that's like, it's relatively safe to do, as long as you're not going too crazy, and as long as you just have a bit of money for wash trading. Yeah, and we're going to be doing another episode this month, because there are a lot of other airdrops which I want to cover, but today I want to really focus on these, because these are the big focus right now for everybody. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video when that will be dropping out. Cheers.